to maybe the end of an era potentially with some key figures leaving. Do you think the squad was keen?
I think upheaval is a very dramatic choice of word.
There's a lot of key people leaving.
Upheaval.
Upheaval.
I don't agree with the word.
Fair enough. Do you think the squad was keen though to prove a point that the here and now, as you say, there's still a really strong squad there, and even though there could be change at the end of the season, this season, that they're still so competitive?
Exactly. Like there's unbelievable experiences being built up over the course of X many years. You think amount of players that are, away in New Zealand during the summer. Leinster players, 21 players out there. And the age profile of those guys is pretty good. They're going to be around for a lot longer. So they built up, accumulated a huge amount of experience, and they still have a desire to achieve lots more in Leinster jerseys. And that's the key thing, really, isn't it? We've used a lot of players last year, so we've some young players that are reaching for more as well. And that's what you want. You want the young guys pushing on the older guys, and it's trying to get that right blend all the time, which is hard because at certain stages during the year when you have a chunk of players gone and other guys fill in, and how that all works together again when they come back together, because it's not straightforward. Like it's not just okay. Well, these guys are back now. They pick them, and the other guys are happy with that. They're not happy with that. They want to stay in the team. So how we manage that is important. How everyone pushes each other on, how everyone encourages each other, all the rest. So even at the moment, like it's unusual because we have a different type of group of players away at the moment. So again, when those guys come back from being away on tour mid-season where there's games going on, and like we're battling away for points, so it's a slightly different dynamic now. So when those guys come back into the group and how we integrate them back in is going to be hugely important. But what's the other provinces to deal with that as well. So, but we're just excited and enthused. We're there's always a planning for the future, and as I said, we're September. We talk about that silly season part last week when we were doing the media afterwards, and there's always a bit of that because this is when you're seeing lots of contracts being announced. Marcus has the list of contracts that have all been signed up there, but he just refuses to release them to you. But someday he will, hopefully. So we have, there's always that bit of business going on in the background, and that's just, that's the natural order, the way it takes place at this time of year. And there's rumours about this person's going here, this person's going there. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. So, but yeah, like the big thing is we're excited about the season, but we got to put the building blocks in place, and that's coming away really ugly night, dogging out a win and to get 4 points. So that's not a bad outcome. There's lots of parts of the performance could be a hell of a lot better. But as I said, there's a lot of guys coming in first game of the season as well for them coming off the bench, and they were struggling to get to it's not even the pace of the game, it's just the type of game it is. It's just a totally different type of game, isn't it? Very wet night, very difficult to catch some of the high balls and the many high balls that were raining in on both back throws.
So how many players have signed new contracts then?
I know Marcus has a number there. It's just not enough yet.
Just something you touched on earlier. I mean, is it safe to say that game was won in the first half?
Well, it could have been put to bed, I think, 10 minutes into the second half, off the back of some, as you mentioned, there was lots of excellent stuff in the first half, particularly in the set piece, how we managed the game, really smart in terms of the way we attacked the game. As I said, they started the second half, we're 20 points to 3. We have a line at 5 metres out, crooked throw, scrum, giveaway penalty, Ulster relieved pressure, couple of things. They get the roll on a couple of times with their maul. We know maul is a strong part of Ulster's game. How we deal with some of the high balls. We gave access points for Ulster to come back into the game, and then the crowd are into it. A bit of more pressure on the referee. More decisions are going their way, and then you're under the pump. But to be fair to the lads, they scramble well. Unbelievable try, save and tackle by Charlie Natsai in the corner, which just knocks a bit of the momentum. Ulster come back again, kick 3 points again. Where guys coming off the bench just a little bit over eager in terms of again that discipline, trying to get to the pitch of the game. But again, that's just guys playing. Some of them playing their first games, just forcing things a little bit, which you're going to get, particularly when you come under pressure. And Ulster had us under pressure in the second half. Some of that's due to our maybe lack of accuracy at different stages as well. So had a bit of everything, didn't it? So, but we have come away with a win, and we're on to the next challenge. Next challenge is Sharks away, and as I said, it's round 3 of 18. Trying to accumulate as many points as we can, so get ourselves in a good position, hopefully. So plenty of work has gone in behind the scenes. How the players get managed coming back. With a young group for the start of pre-season, with so many guys away, so it's been a shorter pre-season and international guys come back in. And to be fair, everyone's working hard, pushing each other on. There's complications, as I said, with guys coming in and out at different stages, but that's life.